Elisabeth Larkam with Balanced Body Pilates. This sequence of moves I created in order to clarify thoracic rotation for my clients. It was inspired by, or I'm inspired by, the Feldenkrais awareness through movement lessons that differentiate thoracic and cervical rotation. Let's start with the heels of the hands very close to the corners of the foot pedals in order to minimize wrist compression. And come sufficiently forward so that your shoulder joint is right above your wrist, so your arms are perpendicular to the mat. Now, create a neutral pelvis, neutral spine here by inhaling through your nose to fill up wide to the sides of your lungs and deep to your back, as if you could put up the sails of your back. On the exhalation, glide your shoulders down away from your neck, bringing your right shoulder blade towards the left PSIS and the left shoulder blade towards the right PSIS. Anchoring the front of the pelvis, keep the elbows straight as you begin to turn, and then rotate, turn a little bit more, turning the ribs, shoulders, head, neck, and eyes in the same direction. The motion starts with the lower rib area, then the middle ribs, then the shoulders, and then the neck, head, and eyes. Inhale to turn around your central axis. Sometimes you have a musical chair, as in this case. Next, keep the gaze steady and turn the ribs in one direction, and then turn the thoracic spine in the other. Now, when the right hand presses down, aim down with the left side of the pelvis so you can help anchor the pelvis. When the left hand presses down, anchor the right ASIS into the chair. So we've had ribs, shoulders, head, neck, and eyes turning while the pelvis stays steady. And we've then kept the head steady while the ribs turn. Next, turn the head, neck, and eyes opposite the cervical spine opposite the thoracic spine. Come back to the center, anchor the left side of the pelvis in my case, turn the thoracic spine to the right, and turn. That is so confused, I'm going to start again. Okay, anchoring the pelvis, turn the ribs towards the bent elbow and the head, neck, and eyes towards the straight arm. Anchor the pelvis, turn the ribs towards the bent elbow and the head, neck, and eyes towards the straight arm. Head, neck, and eyes look opposite the direction of the ribs. Now let's add extension. Rotate everything in the same direction. Come up to the center line, rotate the other direction, and come down. Reverse. Undifferentiated rotation, moving into extension, rotate. Now keeping the head, neck, and eyes steady, moving into extension, and finally, turning the head, neck, and eyes opposite the ribs. The ribs turn to the bent elbow, the head, neck, and eyes towards the straight arm. They even out in the extension, and reverse. Turning as if your ear could listen towards the floor so the cervical spine stays on its axis. Come up to extension, rotate, and come down. Now, I'd like to clarify some of those bony landmarks with this spine. The ASISs are pressing into the front of the box or to the front of the chair so that, and the thoracolumbar junction is lined up with the sacrum in a neutral pelvis, neutral spine. Now, initially, the thoracic spine and the cervical spine turn in the same direction, and then they turn in the same direction, rotating while the pelvis and lumbar spine stay steady. Next, The cervical spine stays steady and the thoracic spine turns, so the rib cage area rotates while the head, neck, and eyes stay at the floor. Finally, when the ribs, thoracic spine turn towards you, the head, neck, and eyes turn opposite. It's a little bit of wringing out your spine, improving the ability of the thoracic spine to rotate while the lumbar spine and the pelvis stays level and steady. And then the thoracic extension articulates throughout the range of motion of the thoracic spine. Rotation, extension, rotation, and flexion. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon in a course. Bye now.